Hi, welcome. I'm Jackie Maru, and this is a quick, gentle yoga class just to help you get grounded. This class will be all levels too, so it's perfect for beginners and those of you who have been practicing for a while. If you like today's class, subscribe to my channel, or also you can visit yogadownload.com for some longer classes. Let's go ahead and begin in just a comfortable seated position. And also, you can press pause if you need. Grab a folded blanket, you might need that, and a yoga block if you have one. They're not totally necessary, but they're nice if you have them. So if you have a backwards tilt sort of in your pelvis that would cause you to be a little rounded and tilted back, then you'll definitely want to elevate by sitting, just propping your hips up on the edge of a blanket for cross-legged seated positions. So come to one seated position that's comfortable for you. Hands can be on knees, and then just close your eyes and take a few moments just to get yourself settled in. Just begin to let go of anything that's swirling around in your mind. And if it's not that easy to move it aside, no worries. Hopefully through the end of class, you'll be able to be more grounded. There's a beautiful quote from Lisa Nichols that says, "Your job is to fill your own cup so that it overflows. Then you can serve others joyfully from your saucer." Let this class today fill you up a little bit with whatever it is that you need just to be your best. Let's take 3 breaths together. Inhale through your nose. And then exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Do the last one on your own. Now just pause, just taking a moment of silence for yourself to get more grounded. And then open up your eyes just slowly. And we'll start with a seated side bend. So you can take your right arm and reach it out to the right, and then reach your left arm just up and over as you lean. Try to draw your right shoulder back a little bit, and you can lean as far to the right as you would like. Just come into that space where you feel something good. And then release and come up. And we'll move into the other side. Left hand to the left, right arm can come up and then slightly over towards the left. Draw your left shoulder back just a little. Root down and lean sideways. Just noticing what you feel in your body. Not pushing too hard, just being gentle with yourself. And then release and come up. Walk your hands forward and just lean over your bent knees as you come into a forward bend. Just go as far as your body can go. Let go of any judgments here of yourself. You don't have to come to yoga flexible. Yoga just helps us find freedom, strength, peace with ourselves and within ourselves. If your mind gets in the way or your judgments today, just start to breathe deeper. Focus on your breath instead of those thoughts that come in. And release. Just come out slowly in a gentle way up to seated. And then make your way to tabletop position on your mat, so all fours. If your floor is hard, you can kneel on a blanket. Just place a blanket underneath your knees. Otherwise, you're good to just have your knees on the mat. Spread your fingers wide though in your table. Make sure that your shoulders are stacked above your elbows and your wrists and your hips directly above your knees. From here, we'll do a few cat-cow breaths. As you inhale, you tilt your tailbone up. And then you lift your chest and you lift your head up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, start to tuck your tailbone under and round the middle of your back up towards the ceiling. So you're really lifting middle back up high, rounding and pressing through your hands. We'll flow there with that through the breath. Inhale, lift, slowly tilt your tailbone, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, round, let your head and your neck fall. Inhale, nice and slowly moving through this, lifting your head, looking up. And exhale, just gently round and relax your head and your neck down. Come to a neutral spine. And then a downward facing dog. We won't do a lot of these today. Spread your fingers wide. Lift your hips up. So you'll look like kind of a mountain from the side or an upside down V. You're welcome to bend your knees in this pose. That can help you have a longer spine. Also, make sure you're pressing through the inside of your hand, the knuckles of the first finger and thumb, and then also the pads of the finger, that space right underneath your fingernails. Relax your head and your neck down. This posture will give you a little bit of strength. The more you take it though, the more it's going to help you decompress and unload your lower back and spine. Give yourself a breath here. Let it go. And then walk forward towards the top of your mat. Take your time, take as many steps as you need. Bring your feet as wide as your hips or maybe even a little wider and just bend over your legs. Relax your head and your neck. It doesn't matter here how flexible or inflexible you are. Just notice what you feel. Come in as deep as you can, and if you need to, you can even rest your hands on your thighs or your shins. It's okay if your hands don't touch the floor. Let all that go. Just relax into what is. Nurturing yourself here. Now, bend your knees if they're not already, and roll up to standing. Just slowly, slowly. You can round on your way up, and then once you arrive at the top, stand really tall. Lift through your chest, and the very top of your head lifts towards the ceiling. And then notice if there's tension in your shoulders, and just see if you can pull them back a little so that the center of your chest begins just to lift up. Begin to firm your legs so you're standing really strong. Now, reach your arms over your head. Stretch up as tall as you can, Urdhva Hastasana. Lift the sides of your body up, reach your arms up. It's okay if your shoulders come up a little, as long as there's no tension in your neck. Mostly we do keep them back though. Keep pressing through your feet as you reach. Now bend your elbows over your head. You're keeping your arms over your head, but bending your elbows, grabbing each opposite elbow. You can look at the screen if you need a visual and you're not. Now we'll do sunflowers. So lean to the right, keeping your arms in this position, and then come down the side of your body towards a forward bend, and then lean towards your left and you come up the side of your body. Do that one more time. Lean towards the right. Don't worry about doing it right or wrong, just let it feel good, and then come all the way up the side. Pause at the top. We're gonna reverse the direction. So now lean towards the left as you kind of draw that circle. And come up the right in your own time. Pause, and then take one more on your own, leaning to the left. Pause at the top. Keep your arms in this position, lengthen through the sides of your body, and gently lean over to the right. Just a side bend here. Now we'll stay upright. And then rise up to center, other side, lean towards your left. Not a very long hold. Just settle into it though. Come up to center. Now reach your arms over your head and give yourself a big stretch. Now release your hands behind your back. Take your right hand and grab your left wrist behind you, and then pull your left wrist slightly down, and then bring your right ear towards your right shoulder for a gentle neck stretch. You can move your chin up and down until you find that sweet spot to release all the muscles on the side of your neck, scalenes, maybe traps. Release and switch your grip. Now left hand grabs right wrist. Pull down on your right arm just a tiny bit, not forcing anything, and then left ear towards left shoulder. Move around, readjust until you feel something that's just right. I can only guide you into the shapes of these postures. I don't know what it's like to be in your body, but I'll do my best to help you find that sweet spot. But you sometimes have to move around and tweak things to find it. Release and come to center. Once again, reach your arms up to mountain and just stretch as tall as you can. And then bring your hands to your heart and pause. Vrikshasana tree pose. Shift into your left foot. And then take your right foot up either to the inside of your shin, or you can take your right foot all the way up to the inside of your thigh. If balance is hard, no worries. Just come in and out of it. The best way to learn how to balance is just to keep trying and practicing. Keep your eyes on one point and allow this posture to ground you, to nurture you. Release your right foot down. Move into the other side, shift right, and then take your left foot up. Inner shin below your knee or inner thigh above your knee, but we're avoiding directly on our knee joint. It's more like you're putting your foot on your pants seam, above or below your knee. If you're newer at this, balance might be hard. Even if you're not newer at this, balance might be hard. Do your best and focus, laser focus. Release, left foot down. One more time, reach for the sky just to stretch and lengthen. And then forward fold over your legs. Just bow down into a gentle forward bend. Now bend your knees and have a seat on your yoga mat. Take your right leg and bring it out to the right. Once again, if you need to, you can prop your hips up on a blanket here. Reach your arms straight up and lengthen. Instead of folding over our right leg, which we often do, Janu Shirshasana, we're going to fold straight ahead. So just bring your arms down straight ahead and bow your head. Let them fall wherever they will. This one's nice because it will get a little stretch through your inner thigh on your right leg, as well as your back body. If you feel any pain here, come out of the depth or engage your belly just a tiny bit. It doesn't matter if you're not able to come too far, just keep your spine long as you fold. Notice if you're holding tension or judgment anywhere, or if you're fighting to be anywhere else than you are. Just surrender to where you are in your depth, in your life. Let go a little. Release and come up. Other side, left leg out left. Right foot comes in. You can pull your left leg as wide as you want it. Reach your arms up. And then at first you hinge more at the hips than you are rounding at the spine to get forward. And then just let your arms fall wherever they will. Just let your head and neck be comfortable. And you can always adjust your depth through the length of the hold to find the spot that works best for you. Melt in. Feel everything. And slowly release. Just come out ever so gently. And then bring your feet together in front of you and roll down, lying on your mat. And we'll get a figure 4 to open our hips. This is a nice one. Bend your knees in towards your body. Take your right ankle and bring it in front of your left knee. And then draw your left knee in towards your body. Your right hand goes through that hole you've made. You can grab inner left knee or inner hamstring. Left hand goes around outside of left leg or knee. And then pull it in till you feel that awesome stretch in your glutes. This is one I think we should do every day to release that tension. We carry so much stress, tension in our bodies. Yoga helps us release it. It rejuvenates us. And then release. We'll switch sides. Left ankle comes in front of your right knee. Right hand grabs the outside. Left hand goes through the triangle hole you've made and grabs the inner knee or hamstring. It's normal to feel more intensity on one side. Just go with it and breathe deeply. And release. Bring both of your knees together, side by side, and then shift your knees over to the right side. So your knees go over to the right, and then look over your left shoulder as you bring your left arm to the left. If you want, you can take your right hand and just press your knees down. Melt here. And release, other side. You can lift your left knee, then your right knee, and take your knees over to the left side. Look over your right shoulder. And melt here. Final spine twist. Close your eyes and just feel. Surrender a little bit. And relax. Release and return to center. Extend your legs straight out in front of you for your final Savasana. Arms by your sides, close your eyes, and just let yourself get centered. You can bring your feet here as wide as you want them. Your arms can be as wide as you want them. But eyes closed. This is the good part. It's all good, but this is like the really sweet part where you get to fully surrender, meditate, and relax. This is what will fill you up and recharge you the most. So fully give yourself to this posture, but then let go and allow yourself to fully receive all the benefits. You can stay for a longer Savasana if you'd like. I'm just going to leave you here today. Stay as long as you want. And if you like today's class, I have others on YouTube, or you can visit Yoga Download for longer classes. Thank you, and Namaste.